Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. This is going to be a crime hour, so we're going to see what crimes need to be exposed. Keep in mind it could be past, present, or future. You're going to know best how this resonates for you and where it fits on the timeline, all right? So let's see. What crime do we need to expose today? What crime needs to be exposed right now? Spirit. The Chariot and the Knight of Cups, okay. And the Five of Swords. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So my very first initial feeling here is that it could have something to do with a car, all right, a vehicle. The Knight of Cups, somebody coming towards someone with affection, with some sort of romance maybe, okay, some sort of an offer. And someone here being manipulative, trying to win at all costs, being calculated in some sort of way. Let's see what this is. Why is the Chariot here? Why is the Chariot here? The Fool, okay, a leap of faith. Someone taking a risk. The Seven of Cups and the Hermit. Okay, so when these two cards come out next to each other, for me, that's a catfish. That is someone that is confusing you with their identity, cloaking their identity. This is catfish. Okay, so this is coming through as some sort of protection for someone, okay? That somebody here is going to take a leap of faith. They're going to take some sort of a risk here. So Temperance is, this is for protection because someone here is a catfish, okay? Or it's identity fraud. So, and again, the Chariot at the bottom, all right? So what's the Knight of Cups? Who is this? The Queen of Cups. The Magician and the Eight of Swords. This has to do with someone that is trying to manifest imprisonment. All right. Or they're trying to create an illusion, confusion to imprison someone. Or this is what they did. They tried to create some sort of an illusion that they are being imprisoned in some way or that they are being held captive. Okay, what's the Five of Swords? The Four of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody has to let something go. They have to release it. The Two of Cups in reverse. This has to do with a breakup, possibly a relationship. And the King of Wands. Okay, so I don't know if it's a King of Wands that's being manipulative, or we have a King of Wands and a Queen of Cups here. So tell me more about the Chariot, please. The Five of Pentacles. This has to do with someone being in poverty, someone being left out in the cold, someone feeling alone or left out of something. The Eight of Wands, taking quick action here. The Emperor and the Five of Cups. 55. Why is the Chariot here? Expectation. So it looks like this is something that someone can expect to happen. Yeah, that's why I feel like Temperance is here. It's like a warning of protection because of maybe something coming up, an expectation. It has to do with a catfish. A child. No, someone expecting a child. Something about a pregnancy maybe, okay? Yeah, theme of the day, all right? It all kind of ties in together. So something about a pregnancy, all right? The Five of Pentacles. Maybe someone sad that they're unable to conceive or not able to have children. A Hand of Cards. No, somebody is going to try and take a chance and take a risk on this. They're going to try and be strategic with this, okay? That's what they're planning right now. This is their strategy, all right? It has to do with a child, a pregnancy, and a catfish. The Phoenix. This is how they're going to try and transform something, rekindle something, and change something, okay? Tell me about this catfish energy, this fake identity. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, something about wanting to hook up, be a player. This is what they're taking action on, some sort of desire. The Justice. And the King of Swords. Libra. This could be a Libra. King of Swords, maybe. Okay. Why is that here? Who's this? A main male in the reverse. Okay, so this King of Swords is someone that is in the reverse. For some reason, I feel like they are a Libra, all right? Coffin. This has to do with a death or a permanent ending. Okay. Why is permanent ending here a death? Because of somebody that is indulging in something. No, why do I feel like ingesting something? Ingesting something that would cause a death. Indulging in something that would cause a death. Or something about being alone, getting someone alone. What the hell is this? Okay, what's the Knight of Cups? Passion in reverse. There's no passion here. Somebody does not like someone equally. Somebody is not having fun with someone. Okay, what's that? Knight of Cups. Devil in reverse. Somebody is not toxic. They're not jealous. They're not obsessed. You're not obsessive, jealous, or any of that, okay? No, there's no betrayal. There's no painful ending. There's no passion. There's no rage. There's no anger, jealousy, obsession, control. There's no betrayal. Four of Wands in reverse, about somebody leaving a house, moving out of a house. What is that? A false person. Okay, yeah, I feel like the false person is whoever is strategizing something right now, okay? What's the Eight of Swords? This has to do with a message of concern about a great fortune. Okay, so I feel like it's this false person. So they put in a message of concern saying that there's like an emergency when it comes to a lot of money. And this is how they tried to get someone imprisoned or someone trapped or maybe even arrested, okay? The Six of Pentacles, this has to do with giving something to someone, receiving something, equal give and take. A message, some sort of communication about receiving something or giving something to someone. What is that? Love, giving something to someone out of love. What is that? Love. Has to do with an official person. Okay, so something about the law, maybe, the officials, the police. Something being given to someone out of love. Okay, we'll get the crime cards on that one in a second. What's the Five of Swords? Manipulation. The Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is the plan. Somebody is actively planning something right now to get what they want. And it has to do with an Ace of Cups and an Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is a baby. This is a pregnancy. And the Ace of Wands could be a one-night stand. So it's like someone getting pregnant because of a one-night stand. That's what they're planning. That's what they're trying to say. This is what they're setting up right now. The King of Cups. The King of Cups. Why is the King of Cups here? Because somebody is now having an epiphany about what they're planning, okay? And it has to do with a King of Cups and someone being pregnant or getting pregnant after a one-night stand, all right? Their plan here. Yeah, a one-night stand. I literally said it. A one-night stand, yeah. And something about time. Something about a long time ago or what happened a long time ago. Or they're trying to buy time, or this is what they're planning. And or what they're planning has to do with a specific time. Like if you have gotten a download or if someone has gotten information about time, like time on a clock, that time has to do with this plan. Okay? And it has to do with girl talk, someone talking to someone, girl talk, wearing a mask, catfish. This time has to do with their plan to catfish someone. Okay? All right, anything else before we move into the crime cards? The Knight of Wands, it's about a hookup. It's about hooking up with someone, some sort of desire, okay? Player energy, one-night stand energy. The Three of Swords, someone being heartbroken and hurt over that. The Tower, this is what they're working on right now, okay? This is the plan. This is a shocking moment here, I guess, okay? So to sum this up, what they're planning right now has something to do with catfishing someone, claiming that someone had a one-night stand with someone and then got pregnant, okay? And what happens after that, I don't know. But that's the gist of what they're doing here. High Priestess, yeah, that's the plan. The Four of Swords, yeah, and that's all that you're allowed to know right now or all you're allowed to say right now. Okay? That's all someone is allowed to say or know about this at this point. Okay, Hangman. All right, so then I won't go into that anymore. All right, so tell me then, what are we allowed to talk about or what are we allowed to know then? What is this with this catfish energy here? Somebody traveling to a house or driving somewhere, this strategy that they have. It has to do with tax evasion. Interesting, okay. N. Help. Helping. Perjury. Insurance, no. Why are you saying no? Demon, evasion, no, no, no. Why are you saying no? No insurance? No what? No security? No help? No security? accounting, an accountant, driving under the influence. What? Driving. It's not driving? No, it's not driving. Okay, never mind then. So no, it's not traveling. All right, then what is it? Inheritance. No. Are you saying no to the crime cards, or what are you saying no to? No. No what? No betrayal. No, it has to do with, no, it's this has to do with a betrayal surrounding an inheritance. Yeah, great fortune. Okay, emergency. Somebody making an emergency call about a great fortune, so about an inheritance, and somebody planning a betrayal over an inheritance. Then why are you saying expecting child? Because of somebody that was bribed, B. Because of a bribe or a B or a baby. BBB. Frozen money assets. The police. Fentanyl. And the police. This has to do with fentanyl and the police? Or FF, frozen fentanyl? Jeez. B. B. Geolocation. Gossip and slander, hacker, and a contract. A hacker is trying to do something here with gossip and slander. BBB, FFF. What? Okay, BR. This has to do with a case, game over. Game over for this case. And a marriage injury, and an injury that someone got, a marriage. Because of an injury that someone got here in a marriage. The address of the crime. This has to do with the address of a crime. G. A store employee, fire, and jurisdiction. They're going to try and change the jurisdiction of something with a fire. And it has to do with a store employee. A fire in a store. Story. Like the store, like the house, like different, like what story or what? Birth certificate, V. A birth certificate or birth, BR, birth. I. It has to do with a weapon, karma, and someone getting karma for a weapon. VIR, location. The address of a crime has to do with the jurisdiction. Has to do with a fire. Are they they're gonna set a fire? They might set a fire here. Yeah, a fire. Something about a fire. They might set a fire intentionally, like arson. And it has to do with the jurisdiction of something, okay? Game over. Okay, game over. GSG. Gossip, slander, game over. GSG, frozen money assets. F, a hacker. Betrayal. IP address. G, a hacker. Someone is hacked into someone's IP address. Somebody is hacking and watching someone's IP address. G, yeah, GSG, GGG. Witness, SEX, something about witnessing something, SEX, forensics. Forensics? This has to do with forensics and an IP address hacker. A mole or informant in the system has malicious intent. Or somebody has malicious intent with malware, a hacker. Malicious intent, malicious, it's like malware. Hacker, IP address hacker and malware. This has to do with someone that is a thief and stole something. C, witnessing something, forensics. Has to do with a lawsuit, catfish. Something about a catfish, I'm telling you. Lawsuit. Buying something on a camera. Buying something on camera. They're trying to project something onto someone here with an offer by offering something. So they're going to be a catfish. Okay, a catfish. There's an IP address hacker, and they're going to create a catfish profile where they're going to try and offer something to someone to buy something. They're going to project this onto someone. It's malicious, it's malware, something about malware. The way that this hacker uses malware, right? IP address hacker to get malware, malicious intent, and then they create catfish profiles, and then they make someone offers, like they could even be impersonating businesses and stuff like that. Fraud, yeah, they're fraud. AI, ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, AI, ChatGPT, fraud, yeah, they're a fraud. E, E-O, O-E, E-O. Yeah, a store employee, R-I. E-R-I-E-O, a store employee. Okay, so the catfish profile, this hacker, IP address hacker, is gonna impersonate a store. They're gonna impersonate somebody working somewhere, I guess, okay? They're gonna reach out to someone and offer them something, some sort of business, I'm assuming, and that's how they're gonna try and lure them somewhere. A birth certificate, crime with fentanyl, and G, a crime with fentanyl and G, and a birth certificate. The police. So that they can commit a crime with fentanyl. So that they can commit a crime with fentanyl. Yeah, this person is two-faced and deceptive. Yeah, they're a catfish. They're a fake profile trying to roofie someone. They're going to try and roofie someone. H. Paying. Yeah, by offering them something. Yeah, loan, money loan. M or W. Money loan. Paying them money loan. Paying someone money from a loan. By impersonating a store or a business. Money loan paying. They're going to catfish someone and impersonate them so that they can pay this victim some sort of money from a loan. They're going to impersonate a store to pay this victim money from a loan. That's the plan. Yeah, okay. That's the deal. They're going to say, I can make a deal with you, or let me make you a deal or something like that. They're going to offer to pay someone here money. Solar plexus, for what? I have no idea, but okay. A ring or jewelry. They're going to offer to pay someone for a ring or jewelry. Ring or jewelry. This is giving me a collaboration. This is giving me like someone that's a catfish, a hacker, impersonating someone else, impersonating a store, impersonating a person, reaching out to this victim and saying, hey, I would love to collaborate with you on this and that, a ring or jewelry, okay? That's what they're planning. Yeah, and then they're going to say something about revenge, all right? That's the plan. That's the plan. Surveillance, that's the plan. Okay? So this is a, yeah, this is a warning. This is, look, this is a meeting. This is a warning about them planning to meet up with this person. All right. So I don't know who needs the warning. I know that you have most likely gotten the warnings. Okay. High Priestess and Four Swords. You've gotten the warnings that they're planning to meet up with someone and they're planning to catfish someone, or this is your warning right now. All right. That they're going to try and catfish someone in order to hurt someone. Okay. And they're going to make it look like it was revenge, but they're planning something with a catfish and a store and impersonating another person. And this looks like a collaboration here, a ring or jewelry, okay? Like, hey, I'd love to collab with you, right? Something like that. Inheritance, F. Yeah, it could have something to do with fentanyl. Police, that's for the police, okay? Or the police need to know about something with vacation. So something about someone going on vacation or something that happened while someone was on vacation. Okay, the police. Yeah, putting something in someone's food or drinks. A phone call. Or something about getting food or drinks with someone. Phone call. While someone was on vacation. So this catfish, I don't know how they got this person's number, but they have this victim's number. They have their phone number somehow, okay? This has to do with vacation, texting on the phone maybe, offering to get food and drinks, or saying, hey, you want to go out for food or drinks or something like that. Yeah, they're definitely setting something up here with this person. No. No? No what? Jurisdiction R is counterfeit. No, something is a counterfeit because of the jurisdiction. It has to do with a Google search. Sacral energy, Google search. Undercover opiates, undercover OP, undercover operation. Google searching something, undercover operation, a jurisdiction. That's the motive. There's a paper trail, child support. There's a paper trail, a money trail to a child and some sort of powder. That's the smoking GUN. About them robbing, what they're doing with text messages. They're robbing some sort of text messages or robbery of something they had in their possession. That's the answer. The answer is L. The answer is L. The answer is L to why a child had powder in their possession. The answer is L, okay? Yeah, but what about this? Okay, so you don't want to talk about the plan then, all right? The High Priestess, Four of Swords, it's like, I don't know why that's coming out, but okay. All right, anything else that you need someone to know then here about what they're planning here with this one night stand and this tower moment here? They're planning something with a one night stand and an Ace of Cups, or is that a drink? Is that a drink? What is that? W or M? An offer. They're going to make someone an offer. Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're going to make someone an offer. G. G is going to make someone an offer, or they're going to claim to be a witness to an offer, to a job or business. Oh my God. They're going to offer something to someone from a job or business. That's how they're going to try and catfish someone. Okay. Money. Yeah, they're going to offer someone money. Financial crime. They're going to offer someone money and say, hey, do you want to collab on this? Money, I'll pay you some sort of money for this. The security camera, the Midwest. Phone call. And then they're going to use something on a phone to try and corroborate that. Spell work. They're going to be doing spell work here, okay? Because a little hacker bitch is depressed, all right? Because a little hacker bitch is depressed. So they're doing what they do best. Hack and ruin people's lives, all right? Sabotage, exactly. Kidnapping. Something about a child, a kidnapping. K. They're trying to sabotage something here. Perjury. Oh. No, you're saying no again. What is this? No. Because somebody committed perjury? No. Good news. Somebody, look at this shit, okay? Fraud, F, again, fraud, F. Somebody is going to get good news because something here was gossip and slander about a store. About a store. And a birth certificate. And that's why someone is trying to roofie someone. With fentanyl. Oh my God, something was fentanyl, or it is fentanyl. Oh my God, these people are fucking crazy, all right? Lawsuit. Premeditated, yeah, that was premeditated, all right? The law, pregnancy. The law and pregnancy or paternity, huh? Paternity or pregnancy? Because of a paternity test? Are you fucking kidding me? So they're trying to kill you with fentanyl because of a pregnancy? Or this is what they're premeditating here? It has to do with a fentanyl death and a pregnancy. Yo, you are fucking sick in the head. These people are so fucking sick. I can't even take it. Okay, so they're going to try and kill someone with fentanyl because of a pregnancy. All right, well, fucking psychos. I'm sorry, but that's what they are, okay? Anything else? Security camera, B. Why do you keep saying B? A witness. Somebody is going to be able to witness this offer. MB, BW. Information about what someone has in their custody. G. Foul play. Beauty industry. Hands. Selling. Okay. This has to do with someone's ex that is out for blood, okay? Throat chakra, something about an aversion. Okay, something that was said. They're about to commit identity fraud here, and it has to do with somebody selling something, all right? A catfish, somebody pretending to be a business. Beauty industry and hands. All right, you can put 2 and 2 together, hopefully. Nudes. IRS. Nails. Rings. Marriage and B. MB. It has to do with MB. Malicious intent R. Rings. Rings and bracelets. That's what it is. It's rings and bracelets. It's jewelry. Rings and bracelets. M. M-A. Tax evasion. Possessed by a demon. Oh my God. Death. Exactly. That Rico. Rings. Death. Rings. That's what they're doing. Rings. Bracelets. Rings. That's how they're going to do it. The Midwest. A lawsuit and a store. The law, store. How are they going to do it? A store. They're going to impersonate a business. They're going to ask for a collaboration, want to work together on something, rings and bracelets and beauty. Okay? So it's like, hey, you want to be a model? That's what they're going to do. You want to be a model? Or, hey, do you want to collaborate? I'll pay you money for a collaboration. That's what they're going to do. Financial crime, money. Because the reason why they're going to do it this way with this store impersonation is because they're trying to tie money from a loan or money, financial crime, to the crime. They're going to try and tie whoever they're catfishing or whoever they're pretending to be to the crime. That's why they're doing it this way, okay? Hush money. Yeah, money. To burn and destroy something with a knife. Exposed. Now, you're exposed now. How they're trying to burn and destroy the evidence of a knife. Of a knife. And money. Someone's ex. Okay, I gotta go, unfortunately, but... P. Somebody sold their soul here. XP, PX. Somebody sold their soul. Paternity. Oh, somebody sold their soul over paternity. Okay. A doctor. Oh, a doctor and paternity, huh? A. That's why somebody has sold their soul, because of a paternity test from a doctor, right? And now they're about to get karma for this bribe that they took, all right? Russia. H. A Russian, H. Their name starts with an H, maybe? Postbox number 1. Postbox number 1. Gossip and slander, job or business. All right, that's what you want someone to know. This is very important, okay? This is what somebody needs you to know right now, is that they're going to try and impersonate a job or a business for a collaboration. That's how they're going to capture someone. And hopefully hopefully this does not work, because it has something to do with fentanyl. Okay. Hopefully this does not work, whatever they're planning here. All right, let's see. What do you guys need to, who's involved here? Let's see. Aries. A brother. August. October, May. Cancer. January. Yeah, that's it. Cancer. Cancer and Aries. That's it. Cancer and Aries. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.